Welcome to the next edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and today we're going over Bandit assault rifles. Bandit assault rifles don't really have a thing. Out of all the assault rifles, they're probably the least used. You rarely run into people that are a big fan of these, and we're going to kind of explore that. I guess, like all things, it's magazine size, but they don't have great damage. They have average fire rate, long reload, and medium-ish accuracy, I guess. It's not terrible. First one we are going to start off with is the Sawbar. The Sawbar was in the first set of Pearlescence, and unfortunately, they didn't really do anything to the skin. Sadly, this is a really cool gun though. So on the card, it doesn't look like anything special. But I'm just going to shoot the regular Bandit assault rifle. As you can see, I already kind of was shooting them. So this is just... that's the regular Bandit assault rifle. And let's see if I can get a good enough... I'm just going to go outside. Screw this. So this gun has unlisted pellet and big splash damage. So if you see, if I shoot that slow, the bullet at a certain distance is split into three, but then the bullet keeps traveling. And then each pellet that goes out blows up after a short period to a big explosion of splash damage. It's kind of like an assault rifle flacker. The distance is pretty long, so you have to be aware of that, and skills like velocity and accelerate can lengthen it. This is the best way I was able to kind of do it if I just aim right next to his head here. So you can see, because he's hitting the board there, they're kind of blowing up. So you can see some pretty big numbers coming out of, well, some decent numbers when I crit there. You get a crit on top of those splash and all hit them on the board there. 1.8 million, 1.6 million, and then you have all the splash damages popping off. Let's see. So the splash damage alone, each one is about 300k. And that is fire and flesh, this only comes in fire. So it's kind of hard with the test dummy because he's so close to really get it. You can see that's way before the split, and if I back up here, also way before the split. So just that one pellet alone is 500k, but once you start getting those split ones, that's when the damage starts coming in. So maybe this is a gun I'm going to take in the wild and show some more, because once again, it's kind of hard to show in here. Its true potential. But this gun has a ton of potential. It can just put out a ridiculous amount of damage. You saw when I was shooting it outside, the size of the explosion is pretty large as well. So when you get enemies in that zone, you can just absolutely destroy them. Next we have the Madhouse. This one they actually kind of did give a fun skin. So the Madhouse on first look is a pretty good increase. 150 magazine size makes that reload side. Could be kind of irrelevant depending on how fast you can kill enemies. The accuracy is better, and the damage is, I'd say it's significant. 100,000 on 200,000, that's definitely significant. So you can see that's one bullet, and it splits into two. So again, we have unlisted pellets, so this is really cool. So a lot of times what a good way to do this is shoot the ground right by that enemy's feet, and then you just light them up. If you just shoot them straight for the head and treat this, like a Becca or something like that, you're going to get less results out of it. Now unfortunately, once again, the target dummy, I don't know if he's the best test for this, but you can see there we're putting out a lot of damage on him. It's only 300k a hit, but once you start building up your skills and stuff, and there's not this stupid barrier in the way, it's a lot easier to get this happen, because really I'd be shooting about here. And it doesn't hurt you, which is good. Now you can see this reload speed is god-awful. But I mean, just on a flat basis here, here's the regular Bandit assault rifle. You know, 340. Whoops, that's not the Madhouse. 506. So it is doing a lot more damage. Of course, the pellets are kind of weird, but once again, this isn't a gun you're going for a lot of crits with. This is a gun that you're bouncing the bullets off the floor to get that reflection with. It also makes it really good with the B, because you have unlisted pellets. You have pretty solid fire rate, as you can see here. And you just put out a ton of pellets with it, so it's not a bad B delivery device, especially with that massive magazine size, and it comes in all elements. I'd imagine it would work decent with gauge too because of that. So, so far, two guns that didn't look that good on the test dummy, but in practice, they're both actually fairly strong guns. And now we go to the chopper. So, chopper has increased, increased damage, increased pellet count, terrible accuracy reduction, but part of that is adding in 3 pellets. Crazy good fire rate, and your entire magazine size. Just about. There we go. And once you pull the trigger, it doesn't stop. And it also doesn't take long to get up to full speed. So the only way to stop it is to swap to another gun. Now this one, you can see how long it takes us to get wound up. So you can see why the chopper just annihilates it. Now it will destroy your ammo, and it uses a lot of ammo to kill everything because it does have pretty low damage. But if you just want to put out a ton of damage and kill something big, the chopper works. I mean, that's its purpose. You run into a badass and you're not really using assault rifles in your build, throw a chopper on the 4th slot and you run into that badass and just goodbye badass. That is just a ridiculous amount of damage. And then you win. So, yeah, Bandit guns. 3 interesting red text guns. It's debatable how effective these are. Sawbar definitely. Madhouse takes some work and some setup, and the chopper is very... yeah, it's just good in certain situations. But that's fine, because they all can have a purpose. They're all very unique to their regular non-red text variants, and that's one of the cool things. Again, that's what makes Borderlands fun, is these guns are truly unique. It's not just all, you know, let's increase the damage like other games do. These are interesting guns, and the Bandit ones, more than most of the other brands, take a little bit to get the most out of them. But when you figure it out, they are incredibly, well, some of them can be incredibly deadly. The Madhouses can be good. I won't call it incredibly deadly, but the other two definitely get the job done. It's just, you know, at what cost, and they have limits. So that is the Bandit assault rifles, and I think I'm going to take these out in the wild a little bit and show you how they work. That's it for now, so come over to the thread like always, contribute to the conversation. I think it keeps getting better. You know, please like, subscribe, and share this. I want to, you know, get this topic as big as possible. And since I just started making videos, the channel's pretty small, so I appreciate anybody sharing it, telling your friends. I've gotten some pretty good feedback on this. You know, comment, tell me what you think, tell me where I'm wrong, you know, correct me. I'm sure I'm making a few mistakes here and there. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.